Welcome to week 51. I'm Sarah Nijalapuram, registered nurse, and today we'll start off focusing on seeking professional help when needed. Seeking professional help when you need it is an incredibly important step in taking care of your mental and emotional well-being. Sometimes we try to handle everything on our own, but reaching out for help when we're struggling doesn't make us weak, it makes us strong. Whether it's talking to a therapist, counselor, or support group, professional help provides valuable tools and perspectives that can help us heal and grow. I've had great success with BetterHelp in that I was able to match to someone who cared about what I cared about and easily switch when I felt I needed to, and with Grow Therapy, especially in terms of finding a therapist who takes your insurance or sliding scale even. Not to mention, I love the freedom of being able to have my chat with my therapist from anywhere, and not having to commute to an in-office makes it so much easier. When seeking a therapist, I encourage you to have high standard and seek for therapists which match your goals. When I was extremely sick a few years ago, I wanted a therapist who would also focus on gut health and nutrition, and I was able to find one who helped me change my life for the better. For the best it's ever been using BetterHelp. In my work as a nurse, I've seen many patients who initially felt overwhelmed by their emotional struggles but found great relief after seeking professional help. One of my patients, for example, couldn't even function in society. Once they reached out to a therapist and started working on coping strategies, they qualified for an intensive program, and in a few short weeks they were unrecognizable because of the profound positive change that had happened. They could speak in complete sentences, they were fully dressed, and most of all, they had a lightness in their heart and in their step that just radiated out of them. I saw them accept responsibility for small chores around the facility and be complimented on their completion. It was a pivotal moment for them, and it reminded me that it's okay to ask for help. You don't have to do it all alone. It was a life-changing moment for me on the power of CBT cognitive behavioral therapy. Next up, let's talk about financial health. Continuing your financial education is vital for building a solid financial future. No matter where you are in your financial journey, there's always more to learn, whether it's about budgeting, investing, or debt management. Knowledge is power, and the more you educate yourself, the more confident you'll become in making smart financial decisions. Check out the video of Week 50 for the link to MIT's full financial literacy course for free. Now let's talk about staying consistent with healthy habits. Consistency is key to achieving any goal, whether it's in your physical health, emotional well-being, or financial goals. The small daily habits you've been practicing are the foundation of long-term success, and the key is staying consistent with them. One of the most powerful things I've learned as a nurse is that consistency is often more important than perfection. It's about making steady progress, not about getting it right every time. For example, if I'm having a particularly tough day, I might not be able to get all my chores done at home, let alone my self-care, but I'll do something, maybe a short walk, put on moisturizer, or do some light stretching. It's the act of showing up that counts. Small, consistent actions lead to big results over time. Finally, let's dive into emotional growth. Embracing emotional growth means recognizing that you're always evolving and that there's always room to learn more about yourself. It's about developing emotional intelligence, learning how to manage your emotions, and becoming more self-aware in your relationships and interactions. I've had many relationships over the years who were initially resistant to emotional growth, thinking they had it all figured out. But as they began to reflect on their emotions and behaviors, they started to see patterns that weren't serving them well. For example, one friend who struggles with anxiety learned to recognize the triggers for their anxiety and started practicing new strategies to manage it. This wasn't an overnight change, but over time they noticed a significant improvement in how they handled difficult emotions. Emotional growth is about being open to change and working on becoming the version of yourself you want to be. And that wraps up week 51, and I'll see you next week for the final week of our series. Remember, you matter.